Do you know which color you are? This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV. Today's Tuesday tip is about helping to identify your personality type. A lot of you have heard us talk about this. If you follow the Creating Connections with Vicky and Mitch, they talk about the personality types. Gang, what I want you to do is I want you to go out to VickyMusny.com. It's VICKIEMUSNI.com. I'll put that link in the description below. On that, on the right side, you're going to see this little thing where you can take this quiz. You're going to go through and take this quiz. It's not very long. And it's going to help you identify what type of person, what type of personality traits you have. As you go through, you're going to be a blue or yellow or red or green. And each one is kind of representing how much level of introvert or extrovert you have and how much of a task-oriented or people person and how much of this. That's going to help give you an idea. And it's a great resource because the thing is once you go through and identify a little bit of what you are, in my case, as Vicky says, I'm a really green person. Meaning, yeah, that sounds weird, didn't it? It didn't sound like that in my head, but it did when I talked in the microphone. Anyway, with being a green person, I'm an introvert, which is accurate because I can go and I can be, kind of outgoing once in a while, but it's tougher for me than a lot of other people. So I'm more of an introvert, but I'm also more of a people person. I will do things like this, even though I should be doing some task-oriented things, and the task isn't as important to me as the joy and pleasure and success of people, because I'm a people person. So that means that I'm an introvert and I'm in the green corner. There's people who are more outgoing and more task-oriented and whatever. There's different combinations. Take that quiz, find out who you are, because when you do that and identify who you are, and also realize that there's other personality types out there, you're going to be able to understand when you see one of these people, when you find someone who's, I'm not a task-oriented, I'm more of a people person. I run into someone who's a real task and by the numbers, and it's A, B, C, D. We have this checklist and everything's going to happen in this order, and if it doesn't, by gosh, there's hell to pay. When I run into that person, I can now say, whoa, you know what? I realize that I'm different from them, and there's two ways to go about this, where they're not going to be compatible, or I need to learn to work with them since I'm trying to, to sell something to them or trying to perform for them, whatever. So go take this quiz. Do a little reading on Vicky's website. She talks about these things. Get her book. You're going to find out that in the overall long run of your success when it comes to interpersonal communications with different people, you're going to find this is going to help a ton. If this is one of your first times of watching one of our Tuesday tips of the week, please go down and check out the other Tuesday tip playlist. It's down in the description below, right below Vicky's link. Check that out because we've got a lot of our different Tuesday tips there. You can check those out, and hopefully you can find some information that's going to help you have a more successful business.
If I were you, I'd hit the subscribe button before I hit the video. But don't mess things up. Wanna know why? Because I'm Batman.